Hello guys, this is me Vyas and I'm going to explain how to remember the formulas of gradient divergence and Laplacian in different coordinate system. So in this lecture we are going to consider two generalized formula from which we can derive the formulas of gradient divergence and Laplacian in different coordinate system. Okay, and in last minute of lecture I will also discuss about curl in different coordinate system. Okay, first let's talk about the gradient divergence and Laplacian in different coordinate system. Okay, so before we move towards the generalized formula, we need to consider this particular table in which I have mentioned the coordinates and their corresponding values. Okay, so for Cartesian coordinate system, u1, u2, and u3 will be x, y, z. Okay, this will be the coordinates. Okay, and their corresponding value will be 1 1 1. Okay, now let's talk about spherical coordinate system. So coordinates will be r theta phi. So the value of u1, u2, and u3 will be r theta and phi, and corresponding the value of h1, h2, and h3 will be 1 r sine theta. Okay, and if we talk about cylindrical coordinate system, the coordinates will be r, phi, and z, and their corresponding value of h1, h2, and h3 will be 1 r1. So this whole table you need to remember. You can pause this video and take a screenshot and remember it. Okay, now let's move towards the generalized formula of gradient and divergence. Here you can see I have mentioned the symbol of gradient. Okay, so it will be 1 upon h1 del by del u1 and u1 cap. Okay, in table we have already mentioned the value of u1, u2, u3, and h1, h2, and h3. So we just have to put this value of u1, u2, u3, and h1, h2, h3 for different coordinate system in this particular formula. Okay, so the formula is 1 upon h1 del by del u1 u1 cap, and the same order you have to repeat in addition for these two term. Okay, for this term will be 1 upon h2 del by del uz cap plus 1 upon h3 del by del u3 and u3 cap. Okay, we already know the value of h1, h2, and h3, and the value of u1, u2, and u3 in different coordinate system in as I have mentioned in that table. Okay, now let's talk about the divergence. Okay, so here we have taken the divergence of one vector a. Okay, so the formula of divergence of vector a will be 1 upon h1, h2, h3. Okay, into the bracket del by del u1 h2 h1 a1. Sorry, I have mentioned here h1, but h3 will be here. Okay, so you have to mention here h3. So what you have to do is, here if you are considering u1, so you have to take other than this term h2 and h3. Okay, so if you are considering here u1, so here will be h2 and h3. Here you are considering u2, so here will be h3 and h1. Here you are considering u3, so here we will have h2 and h1. So the generalized formula will be 1 upon h1 h2 h3 into the bracket del by del u1 h2 h3 a1 plus del by del u2 h3 h1 a2 plus del by del u3 h2 h1 a3. Okay, where a1 a2 and a3 are the components of vector a. Okay, so this two formula you need to remember. Okay, so you can pause the video and take the screenshot. Okay, now let's move further. Now let's talk about the gradient in Now let's talk about gradient in Cartesian coordinate system. Okay, so the gradient in Cartesian coordinates, first we will write down the generalized formula. So it will be, I have taken the gradient of scalar quantity 5 here. Okay, so the generalized formula will be 1 upon h1 del by del u1 cap plus 1 upon h2 del by del u2, here will be u2. Okay, del by del u2 cap plus 1 upon h3 del by del u3 cap. Okay, so in Cartesian coordinate system we already know that the coordinates are x, y, z and corresponding values are 1 1 1. So let's put this value in this equation. So it will be gradient of phi is equal to del by del x cap plus del by del y cap plus del by del z cap, and here will be 5. And let's take phi inside. So we will have gradient of phi is equal to del by del x, this is the x component of phi, x cap plus del by del y component of phi, y cap plus del by del z component of phi, z cap. Okay, now let's talk about the gradient in spherical coordinate system. We know the value of coordinates r, theta and phi, and corresponding values are 1 r and r sine theta. So let's consider first the generalized formula, which will be 1 upon h1 del by del u1 cap plus 1 upon h2 del by del u2 cap plus 1 upon h3 del by del u3 cap, and we are going to consider here x as a scalar quantity. So I have taken here x as a scalar quantity. Okay, so we will have, we just have to put the value of h1 h2 and h3 and u1 u2 and u3 in this generalized formula. So we will get, as we know that for spherical coordinate system h1 will be 1. Okay, h2 will be r and h3 will be r sine theta. So let's put the value of h1 h2 and h3 in this equation. So we will get del by del r, this 1 1, so we will have 1 here. So del by del r cap plus 1 upon r del by del theta r cap plus 1 upon r sine theta del by del phi cap, and here we have this scalar quantity. Now let's take the scalar quantity inside the formula. Okay, so we will have del by del r, the r component of x, r cap plus 1 upon r del by del theta component of x, theta cap plus 1 upon r sine theta del by del phi component of x, phi cap. So this will be the formula for gradient in spherical coordinate system. Now let's talk about gradient in cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, so let's talk about the coordinates. So coordinates will be r, phi and z, and corresponding values will be 1 r1. So we have already have generalized formula here, 1 upon h1 del by del u1 cap plus 1 upon h2 del by del u2 cap plus 1 upon h3 del by del u3 cap, and x is here scalar quantity. Let's put this value of h1 h2 and h3 and u1 u2 and u3 inside this equation. So we will get del by del r cap plus 1 upon r del by del phi cap plus del upon del z cap, and x will be the scalar quantity. Okay, so we will get the divergence, the gradient of x will be del by del r we have taken the scalar quantity x inside the equation, so we are going to consider the r component of x here. So we will have del by del r component of x r cap plus 1 upon r del by del phi x, phi component of x phi cap plus here it will be 1, and we will have del by del z z component of x and z cap. So this will be the formula for gradient in cylindrical coordinate system. Now let's talk about divergence. Okay, so in divergence we have equations. Now let's talk about the coordinate system first. So we are going to talk about divergence in Cartesian coordinates. So the coordinates will be x, y and z, and the corresponding value of h1 and h2 and h3 will be 1 1 1. Now let's put the generalized formula, which will be divergence of A is equal to 1 upon h1 h2 h3 into the bracket del by del u1 h2 h3 a1 plus del by del u2 h3 h1 a2 plus del by del u3 h1 h2 a3. Now let's put the value of u1 u2 and u3 and h1 h2 and h3 in this generalized formula. So we will get the divergence of A is equal to, here this will become 1 1 upon 1 into 1 into 1, so this will become 1, and this whole term will also become 1, so we will have a1. So we are going to consider here x component of A, so we will get del by del x ax plus del by del y ay plus del by del z az. So this will be the formula for divergence of vector A in Cartesian coordinate system. Now let's talk about divergence in spherical coordinate system. So what will be the value of u1 u2 and u3? The coordinates will be r theta and phi, and corresponding value of h1 h2 and h3 will be 1 r sine theta. Now let's take the generalized formula of divergence of vector A, so which will be 1 upon h2 h1 h2 h3 into the bracket del by del u1 h2 h3 a1 plus del by del u2 h3 h1 a2 plus del by del u3 h2 h1 a3. Now let's put the value of u1 u2 u3 and h1 h2 h3 in this coordinate system. So we will get, sorry, in this particular equation, so we will get here, we know that the value of h1 is 1, value of h2 is r, and the value of h3 is r sine theta. So here we will get r square sine theta del by del r. Here value of h2 is r and value of h3 is r sine theta. So here we will get r square sine theta into the r component of A. Here we are considering r as u1, so we will have r component of A, okay, plus del by del theta r sine theta a theta, okay. So this is the theta component of A, okay, plus del by del phi r into phi component of A, okay. Now let's put this value inside the equation, so we will get del by del r ar plus del by del theta 1 upon r a theta plus del by del phi 1 upon r sine theta a phi. So finally we will get the divergence of vector A as del by del r ar plus 1 upon r del by del theta a theta plus 1 upon r sine theta del by del phi a phi. So this will be the formula for divergence of vector quantity A in spherical coordinate system. Now let's talk about cylindrical coordinate system. So in cylindrical coordinate system, we will have coordinates r, phi and z, and corresponding value will be 1 r 1. Okay, so let's put the generalized formula for divergence of vector quantity A, which will be 1 upon h1 h2 h3. I am repeating this formula so you can easily remember it. Okay, so the divergence of vector A will be 1 upon h1 h2 h3 into the bracket del by del u1 h2 h3 a1 plus del by del u2 h3 h2 a2 plus del by del u3 h2 h1 a3. Okay, so what will be the value of this particular term? It will be 1 upon r. Okay, and this u1 will become r here, so del by del r, and the h2 into h3 will be r into 1. So we will have here the value r, and this is the component r component of A. Okay, so here we will have del by del phi if the phi component of A plus del by del z r z component of A. Okay, so we will get, so we have already got the divergence of vector quantity A in cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, so simply by putting 1 upon r inside the equations, we will get the final equation. You can keep 1 upon r outside of the equation also. Okay, now let's talk about Laplacian. Okay, so the Laplacian in Cartesian coordinate we are going to determine. Okay, so it will be, okay, first we are going to consider the different coordinates. So u1 u2 and u3 in Cartesian coordinate will be x, y and z, and corresponding value of h1 h2 and h3 will be 1 1 1. Okay, so we already know that the Laplacian of scalar quantity is the gradient of, sorry, the divergence of gradient of phi. So we already know the formula for gradient of phi. Okay, so we will take first the gradient of phi, and then we will take the divergence of this quantity. Okay, so what will be the gradient of this phi? So we have already got the equation for gradient phi in Cartesian coordinate system, which will be del by del x phi x x cap plus del by del y phi y y cap plus del by del z phi z and z cap. Here we are going to consider this term as vector A. So this will become ax component, this will become y component of A, and this will become z component of A. So in divergence of A, we will get divergence of del by del x phi, x component of phi x cap plus del by del y y component of phi y cap plus del by del z z component of phi z cap. Okay, so finally we will if we will take the divergence of this quantity here, a x a y and a z we are going to consider of component of vector A. So we will get the final equation, the Laplacian of scalar quantity phi will be del square upon del x square phi x plus del square upon del y square phi y plus del square upon del z square phi z. Okay, now let's talk about Laplacian for spherical coordinate system. So same method we are going to use here. Laplacian of will be the divergence of gradient of x. So first we will find, here I have considered x as a scalar quantity. Okay, so the gradient of x will be, we already got the equation for gradient. Okay, so we will have gradient of x as del by del r component of x r cap plus 1 upon r del by del theta component of x theta cap plus 1 upon r sine theta del by del phi component of x phi cap. Okay, so now let's consider this whole term as vector a. So this will be the r component of a, this term will be the theta component of a, and this term will be phi component of a. Now let's take the divergence of this vector a. So we will have del by del a r component of a, 1 upon r del by del theta component of a plus 1 upon r sine theta del by del phi component of a. So we already have the value of r component of a, theta component of a, and phi component a. Let's put in this equation. So we will get del square upon del r square r component of x plus 1 upon r square del square upon del theta square x theta, sorry for that, okay, so we will have 1 upon r square del square upon del theta square x theta component of x plus 1 upon r square sine square theta del square upon del phi square phi component of x. So this will be the Laplacian of x in spherical coordinates. Okay, now let's talk about Laplacian in cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, so in Laplacian in cylindrical coordinate system, we are going to use same method. Laplacian of x will be divergence of gradient of x. So let's find first the gradient of x. So we already got the equation of gradient of x in cylindrical coordinate system, which will be del by del r cap 1 upon r del by del phi cap del by del z cap, and I have taken x as a scalar quantity. Okay, here, so now let's put x inside the equation. So we will have del upon del r component of x r cap plus 1 upon r del by del phi component of x phi cap plus del by del z component of x z cap. Okay, so this whole term we are going to consider as vector a. So this term will be the x component of a, this term will be y component of a, and this term will be z component of a. So let's take the divergence of vector a. Okay, so divergence of vector a will be del by del ar means r component of a plus del by del phi 1 upon r phi component of a, and plus del by del z component of a. So finally we will get Laplacian of a, sorry, the gradient divergence of vector quantity a will be del square by del r square r component of x plus 1 upon r square del square upon del phi component of x plus del square upon del z square z component of x, and this will be equal to the Laplacian of scalar quantity x. So we have got the Laplacian for three coordinate system, for a Cartesian coordinate system, for spherical coordinate system, and for cylindrical coordinate system. Now let's talk briefly about curl. Okay, so what is curl? curl is del cross A, okay, which will be equal to h1 u1 cap, h2 we are going to take the determinant, okay, and the components of determinant will be h1 u1 cap, h2 u2 cap, h3 u3 cap, and this three component will be del by del u1, del by del u2, del by del u3, and these components will be h1 a1, h2 a2, h3 a3. Okay, here a1, a2 and a3 will be the components of vector A, and we already know the value of h1 and u1, u2 and u3, and h2, h1, h2 and h3 according to its coordinate system. So we have to just put the value of this u1, u2 and u3 and h1, h2 and h3 in this determinant, and we will get del cross A. Thanks for watching this video.